I personally would send an N, but on this example. Well, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's had a good week since last week. Last week we forgot to sort of say where the exits are. Well, that's only one door out here, and basically turn right to the outside world. That's left, but you can go right and then left. So yeah, all set there. Bathrooms are straight outside the door across the hallway. There is another door just behind where Tom is to the left. That brings you into the main hall, and you can actually get out both sides there if you need to. So that's the emergency talk of how to get out of here. Any questions? We'll run through everything that we did. We'll just do a quick, shall we say, a review and see how you copy, and then we'll do the same pattern of what we did last time. Patricia has made some more cards for us, just so we can all share the cards and send around the class. So if you're ready to receive, I'll just send a few little things and see how we're doing on the receiving. I'm not sure if you had time to do any revision or sending or receiving at all during the week. It's pretty tough some days to do that, but if you didn't, that's fine. But see if we can get something. So Matt, what do you get of this one? A-N. Yep.
6.
I'll slow it down a bit.
T-H-E.
Yes. Yeah, you don't need it at fast speed. So try this one then.
A. B. C. Q. D. E. F. G.
Yeah, cool. You did well. Just my sending needs to improve. Let's, David, see if you can tell me what these are, and I'm sure you will.
1.
1. It was nice and slow. You want it a bit faster?
2. 3. 4. A. B. C. F. Q. D. E. F. R. S. T. Q. T. H.
Cool. QTH. So you did well. Dan, are you up to it?
Yes.
Okay.
A. D. N.
I'll do it slower for you. Any?
Yeah.
Yep. Another word for you.
Who? R. A. All.
Cool. So that was just a little warm up. Not too bad. What I've got is some cards to hand out. And there's 1, 2, and 3. And whoever's got number 1, I'll let you go first. You pick who you're sending it to.
I think it's quick. It's supposed to be a quick brown fox, but
Yeah, that's fine.
if you want to do big.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay, good. David.
All right.
Yep.
Big brown fox.
Yes. That's what he's got. That's good. Who are you going to send it to, Dan?
Well, let's see.
James?
I'll say Matt.
I'll ask James to turn on his radio and we'll fire up the radio.
Oop. Sorta.
The first 2 words are okay, but then can you give me the 3rd word again?
Oops, start over.
Yeah, brown. The big brown fox. Then have the 3rd one.
Yeah, it's the dots and dashes are kind of getting a little bit intermingled there a little bit. It's hard. Some that was a little bit difficult to copy at times. Okay, how about David? Would you like to send yours?
Yep.
Who are you going to send it to?
Dan, you up for it?
Sure. I got the dog. I guess with too many words, you're trying to remember so many words and everything.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll just do it one at a time then.
Okay. Dog.
I haven't finished yet.
Oh,
That's the end of it.
okay. Dogs.
There you go.
Back.
Yep.
Two.
Mhm.
You.
Yeah. You can turn it down a little bit there. All right. That's it.
That's
All
very
back to
good.
you.
So the apart from the squeaks and the squashes there, it was very good, Dan. Yes, because there's so many words, one after the other, it's sometimes harder to remember. And I was laughing, I had to write it down myself there. So, do you want to send David again to Matt? And just, Matt, can you just take one word at a time?
Dog. Back. Can you give it again? Sorry. 2.
Yep.
You.
That's it.
That's cool. Matt, your turn to send.
Dan.
Yeah.
Gone to sleep.
Yep.
Jump, was it?
Jump.
Jumped.
Good. Oh, sorry. Try again.
Over.
Right.
The. Lazy.
Right. Ready. 100%.
Good, good. Did very well. There was the over was a 4 there for a second.
Okay. You got it right.
You got it right. Good, good, good. So I'll pass out another 3. That's number 4, 5, and 6. We're using just the review. And I think we'll just go reverse. Matt, go for it.
You want to try?
I'll give it a shot.
Oh, yeah. I got good numbers.
5. 5 again. That's an S. Or an H.
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 5.
Was that 5 on this one?
Yeah.
Okay. S. I. 5.
Right.
That's a difficult one to send and a different one to receive. Very good, very good. Who else are you going to send to, Matt?
Dan?
Okay. H. 5. H. S. I.
Well done.
I don't have the S here, but I gave him the S, so I have to put them on.
Well, that's okay. So it was 5H, 5HI
Right, that's on the card.
on the card.
Yeah.
That's
That's on H, the last H I did an S.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. We all sending 5H, 5HI or S is not as easy as people might think. David.
Dan, I think you were my victim last time, so Matt, give it
Okay.
a shot.
Three.
Yep.
7.
Yep.
4. 6. 0.
That's it.
Cool. Well done. You up to it, Dan?
Okay. I
Yeah.
guess we go,
Are
Matt.
you gonna just listen to David send and write this one down? And then you send? That's what I meant.
Pardon me?
Dave's gonna send to you.
Okay, I thought you were saying me send.
No,
Somebody, okay.
sorry.
3. 7.
Oops, sorry. 3. That's-
3.
I messed up the last D. Should have been
4. 6. 0.
Well done. Dan, you gonna send?
Sure. Yeah.
Question mark.
That's what I meant to send.
Do it again. 1.
Okay.
9. 2. 8.
Yep. 1928 was a good year. I remember it well.
You gonna send it to David?
David?
Yep.
Okay.
That's a question mark.
No.
No, it wasn't. That's 2.
Okay.
9.
Okay.
8. 1. That's a question.
Okay.
Well done. he mixed them up for you. He
Oh,
mixed them up for you.
Yeah, I was expecting something and I heard it. It wasn't there.
No, that's good, that one. So we've got, before we turn any of these over, this is all review. We're looking at the review side.
Oh.
But 7, they're all got numbers on, 8 and 9.
Thanks.
And I've got number 10. So I'm going to send you number 10. So, want to go ahead, Dan?
Sure. David?
All right. Is. Me. Now.
Start over. Should be very simple. Okay, sorry. Close enough.
Almost. It was,
Gary?
yes,
Okay.
that was what it was.
All right.
So, David, do you want to try and send yours to anybody?
All right. We'll just go around the room, Matt. Ready?
Yep. Time.
Yep.
Four.
Mm-hmm.
All. Good.
That's it.
So, should I send to you?
Yes,
Should
you
we
can.
continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would like. Give me a minute.
Wakey, wakey.
All right.
So the I got what was the first word again? Okay, yeah, I got 10 at the first time you sent it, but it's actually men to come to.
Right.
Yeah, and I'll send all 3 of you. See this one. That's the first word. Go ahead. So just repeat it back.
The. 8.
B one.
Yeah. Body. So if you read out all the cards, what was yours again, Dan?
Now is
Time for all good.
Man to come to.
The 8 of the party.
I was expecting it to be, other country, because that's when you learn to type, that's what they.
It's like the big brown fox jumps
Yeah.
over the. I changed it a little bit so that
When you expect it, it's not right, then.
you get in your mind what it's supposed to be, but when I change it,
Yeah.
you go, oh, well, that's not what it sounds like. So that's why I did that. So if you look at the cards, it says review on one side. If you flip them over on the other side, it should have some new things that we're going to learn. So if you start with your new number 2,
Time to.
well, I said, well, yeah, 1, you've got 1, 4, and 7. So we'll start with number 1. Then you've got number 2. We'll start with number 1, so you can go ahead.
Dave, I'm sorry, I should have,
All right. That was an I.
right? Start over. slow it down a little bit.
Okay, me. My.
Okay.
I want we.
We. Yeah. That's French we, but
No,
W.
the W-E, yeah, W-E.
That's it.
That's it? Yeah.
Cool. So David, you want to send what? Oh, sorry, it's number 2. Who's got number 2?
Matt's got number 2.
Okay, Matt's got 2.
Thank you.
All right. I. The. Us.
Right.
Our.
Right.
You.
Perfect.
That's good. And who's got number 3?
I've got number 3.
Cool.
Dan, you want to give it a
Sure.
shot this time?
Try it again. M. And oh my.
Yeah.
You. Your.
That's correct.
He.
Yep.
Him.
That's it.
Cool. Who's got number
H-I-M, not H-Y-M.
That's correct.
H-I-M. So who's got number 4?
I guess I do.
So what we'll try is let's do something a little bit different, go back to something we were doing last week. So when you just send the first word to someone and ask them to send it back to you.
Okay.
See what they hear. So we're going to go backwards and forwards with the words, and each person gets to send the same word back to each. So you're listening, you're sending it back. Okay, so let's try that. So you choose who you.
David.
All right. Oops. His.
Right.
His.
Right.
Its.
Right.
She.
Right. So then I'm going to Matt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's all right. She.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's.
Okay. That's correct. And I'll.
Right.
So David, are you going to send
Number 5.
the number 5?
All right. Matt, you ready?
Yep. So I gotta go. Yeah. Her.
That's it.
It.
That's correct.
It's. They.
That's correct. You ready?
Sure. It. Her.
Very good. Matt, what number you got?
Number 6.
Number 6.
You want to start?
I'll start.
All right.
Hi.
Start with easy one. Oh, sorry. My fault. Do it again.
All right. Okay, now.
All right.
There. Oops. Oh, I did it back. I spelled it wrong. I got the wrong.
Got the right letters.
I got the right letters. I got spelled it
The
wrong.
wall there.
Yep.
Yep. Last one.
Neat.
Right.
Cool, that's
I
great.
just can't spell.
Well, it's getting late in the evening.
I-4-E, FFC.
I've always said if you can't find 5 ways to spell the same word, you're just not creative.
Yeah, that's a good way of saying it. So what number were you there, Matt?
Number 6.
Number 6. Who's got number 7 then?
I believe that would be me.
Cool.
Okay, Matt.
Yep.
Oop. No, when I was trying to do the period earlier. Start again.
Why?
Try again.
One more time, please. How? Oh, question mark.
Yep. Yeah, you hear a lot of that on the air these days. The HW with a question mark. How copy. A lot of people use it. So I thought I'd throw a few of the usual terms in, or ham terms in, as well as just the ordinary letters.
What is that supposed to mean?
That's an X. It's
Oh, X, okay.
yeah, it's an English way of spelling X.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. I just expected it to be more.
Well, I'll put it like that.
Cool.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Okay, David.
All right.
Did I ever did I just send how to you? I don't know if I sent any of the other ones. Okay, I'll go back to Matt.
You finish up with Matt.
I didn't send that, but the X threw me off the way he wrote the X on it. I was trying to figure out, it looks like C, CC. Okay,
It's an English X.
yes. Anglo X. Okay,
It's still said the same way though.
yeah. Okay. Oop.
All.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Oop.
TNX. There's the X.
Yeah, that's used a lot on the air too. TNX. Thanks. Well done. So who's got the next one?
What was that?
7. That's number 7. Number 8.
Number 8. All right. Dan, you want to
Sure.
Let me do it.
I am something. Do one more time. Try one more time. And
Yeah.
Try sending it back to him, Dan.
That's it.
That helps to reinforce it. If you can send it, then you've heard it. Even if you didn't recognize it and you just play back what he played to you,
right.
then that will also help remember it. It reinforces it quite a bit. It's like if you play a musical instrument, there's a few methods out there where the teacher will actually play something and you listen to the sound, and the student will play the sound back, the same sound on the guitar or violin, depending on what you're playing. And that's one way people are learning how to play music these days, by actually listening and playing back. It's pretty cool. It's been around for many years, that method. It works well. Go ahead, next one.
Try the next one.
Try it again. Ooh.
It's another abbreviation.
Oh, okay.
Here we go again.
E S E, please, like please.
Yeah, please.
ESE.
Yes.
Oh, send it back. Oop. QRM.
That's correct.
QRS.
Yep.
Cool. Do you remember what QRS is?
Slow down.
Slow.
Slow down. Yes. A lot of people want to send far too fast. There's a happy medium when you're receiving Morse code, I think. And some people want to go too slow, and some people want to go really fast. So it's
QRS, question mark, and again are my favorites.
yes. They're my favorites too. So, any more to send, David?
That's all for me.
Okay.
I got number 9.
You've got number 9, Matt? That's good. I've got number 10.
Okay. Yeah, would you like to
Okay,
go?
sure. Sound like Q. Send it one more time. U or Y. So. Your.
Right. Right.
Your. I have to have it again.
It's all right.
QTH. Oop. Similar to that.
QTH, question mark.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. You ready?
Mhm. Please, same thing, PSE.
Yeah. And the last complicated one.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, you've all recognized K on the air, right? When someone sends K.
That's the end of like QSO, when you do QSO.
Well, that's the correct. If at the end of when you send K, then the other person will reply back to you.
Like, oh, I have to send now.
You have to send now. Oh, I've got one to send to you all, and but I'll send it to Matt, the first letter, first word, and you can send it back to everyone, and we'll ask them what they hear, right? we're not going to tell each other what it is. I'm going to send it, you're going to send it, and we'll ask the two of them to tell us what it is.
I'll be here.
No, you will.
Please.
Please. And this one's easy.
Sorry. One more time. Sorry.
No E on the end.
Yeah.
Anyone? QSY. What's QSY? Can you remember? Move. And normally it's you give a number of kilohertz or whatever, or hertz after that if you're sending it. So here's another one.
Now.
Now. What do you think? Got all that?
Yeah.
It's just listening and recognizing it, and that's what you're doing when you listen to your radio, really. You're listening to that noise, the sound, the rhythm, and your brain's interpreting the signal, and now you're coming up with plain language. How we're doing, everyone? Good? You want to take a quick break, 5-10 minutes?
Okay.
We'll take a 10-minute break. There's refreshments coming up at the back. There's some milk chocolates, and there'll be some iced tea, I think. Homemade iced tea. That's very good, thank you.
Can I try your key?
Absolutely.
So we'll get going again. The sheet I've just given out is just for your reference as well, but it shows lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 basically, and it gives you some of the letters and everything there, so you can actually practice them in advance if you want to. And it's got a whole list of them. If you want to just send down at the bottom here, you can actually send them. You know, that way when you're practicing, it's a sheet already very easy to use. And that's the like 100 common English words used as far as ham radio goes. It'll be very useful to recognize all those letters. You soon do get to recognize them. And then on the back, I've actually been a little bit more creative. I've taken it from Wikipedia, and it shows the words and letters, nouns, verbs, adjectives, and all the other things you need to know about the words. And again, it's a great tool for practicing all the common kind of words. I thought it'd be a useful tool for you, all in one spot. So when you're sitting at home and you're sending, you've got something you can actually do. And then if you get really creative, you can just pick out a QST magazine, open it to any page, and just send from it. That's just some advice on learning. I hope you'll find it useful, and also it's part of the course anyway for what we'll be covering. We can always throw in QRS. I've been throwing in extra things like question marks and things as well. But a little bit more practice before we go home, got half an hour or so. I'm going to go back to what we did, number 1, number 2, and number 3, and I'll have number 4 here. And we'll start, I think these are in any random order, so we'll start with Matt. Matt, you can choose anyone, including myself, if you want to send to me, that's fine. And you see what everyone can copy. Do you prefer, when we're practicing, see what you think, do you prefer to actually send it back? Okay, so we'll keep that going, because that way you're learning more, I think.
All right.
Just one word at a time, though, not all of it at once.
Sure.
All right.
All right. Right.
Cool. Very good. David, do you want to?
And
Okay. A. That.
that's correct.
And. These.
That's correct.
Cool.
That's it.
Very good. Dan.
Matt. brain fart. Okay. Okay. Right.
And. A.
Right.
Very good. I'll send something. Shall I? I'm going to send something to Matt. Time.
E.
Beat. Good. Very good. You enjoyed that, didn't you? Yeah. Thought you did. David, do you want to try one?
All right.
Ready?
Actually, that did T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two.
2. B.
The.
New. New.
Cool. Very well. Dan, you like to try some?
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
And.
That's right.
Oh, you didn't do the word to me again.
Sorry.
I missed it.
Try again.
W. W-A. Y. W-A-Y. Wait.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's easy once you get it.
Yeah.
Way, and the last word, let's try this one.
Say.
Yeah, very good. That was easy, wasn't it? Yes.
Easy, relatively speaking.
Oh yeah, everything's relative, right? But it's fun.
Oh yeah.
And we're not picking on anybody. How about that? Who would like to go first?
Okay, I'll send to David.
All right.
Is it 5? I think it's in 5 instead of H.
Close enough, I got it.
Okay.
Who?
Right.
B.
Right. Oop.
Who's next? Anybody?
Guess that'd be me. Matt, you got 4? Mine are really, really hard.
Okay. And all.
Yep, now here's the hard one.
Which?
That's cool. Very good. That is the hardest one, though.
That's me.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
Cool. Am I up to it? What?
Yeah.
A. No, well, that wasn't it, was it? Who? Okay. N. A-N.
That's it.
Cool. Very good. So you're all having fun. Let's try. I'll send you something and we'll start with Matt. You ready?
I should give it back to you.
Yes. Oh yeah, you got to give it. It's as giving is as good as getting, you know. You ready? Old, yeah, that's me. Are you ready? From, and let's see. I'm just guessing, you know. Aye, Captain. Wrong eye, though. And the last one, let's see.
Give me one more time.
Weak, yeah. What I'm hearing from what, when we're sending, and it includes me, if you make a mistake, it's good to just go about 8 dots, 9 dots. That way, if you're on the air and you made a mistake, people know you made a mistake. Here, I know we're so close, we can just say, oops, we made a mistake, but it's nice just to add that dot. 8 dots, so more than 6 dots, usually 7, 8 would help if we make a mistake. And the other thing to concentrate on when you're practicing will be the dots, the dashes, the spacing, and the length of the dots and dashes. Because if I send you something and it's, give you an example. Now that's spread out too much, and you could have thought that was 3 separate letters, which it was, but it was supposed to be not. So can you remember what, if a dot is 1 unit, what was a dash?
3.
3. So a dot, it's hard to keep that in your mind, and especially if you're using a bug key or an iambic key, sorry. The tendency is it's sending the dots and the dashes for you, but if you don't have the rhythm with your finger and thumb, it can come across as very difficult Morse code to receive. You might think it's good, and of course the other person on the other end might be saying, well, it's not quite, what was that word? You know, so you might just bear that in mind. That's all I'm saying, is what sounds good to you, unless you're playing it into like a recorder or into a piece of equipment that's playing it back to you, you might not be sending it correctly. I think you, Matt, you said you are using a piece of software or something that you can send, and if it's correct, it'll come back to you and give you.
That's Mossorino.
The Mossorino is doing that. So that is a good tool to have. Unfortunately, they are a little bit expensive, about $90. But you do have to make them, build it, not totally, just a little bit.
The pieces, the big pieces, so the PCB with the small SMD parts is already built.
Yeah.
And just make the speaker, the display, the knobs, and the antenna, you have to solder it down.
I did the whole thing in about an hour and a half.
About an hour and a half, Tom?
Yeah.
So it is good, and you actually can plug a key into it, a normal key as well, right?
Yeah, you can plug a normal plug,
yes.
key, and you have also pedals which are coming with it. So there's a PCB or something, plastic, that you can stick it in and you directly have a pedal. You don't need an external pedal. You can hook it up to your radio and use it as a keyer for the radio if your radio don't have a keyer. So you can do different things, and in the menu, the small display, you can do just receiving. It will read your books. You can download it to it, I believe, and you can have him giving you a word, and you have to give the word back. You can do different things: numbers, keys, words.
So it's a useful tool.
Very useful.
You'd recommend it as well. Yeah. I bought one, so I'm going to try it. So we'll see.
I don't know long yet, but I like it.
Good. Well, I've got 3 more cards to give out. I'll let Dan just pass them around, and we'll.
This one's easier now.
The sky's falling in. Stampede. So who's going to go first?
I'll send to Matt.
Okay.
Third.
What? At?
That wasn't on here, but that is the word.
I believe it's all.
Right. Start again.
I didn't get that.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Such.
Such, right. I think that's all that were on here.
Cool.
All right.
David?
Dan, you ready?
Sure. A. And. Which. What?
That's correct.
Cool. Very good.
Dan?
Okay. Again, please. Star.
No.
O-T. Oh, other.
Correct.
Say.
No.
Move. Any.
Right. Pretty hard one.
A.
Yeah.
Well, the way I go sometimes, you know, it's like, what was that letter? What was it?
That's fine.
And.
Right. Right.
Very good. Very good. So I'll send you one.
All right.
Ready?
Eight. One more time. Oh, sorry. All right. That.
That.
Eight. All.
That's cool. You see, you got excellent, excellent. David,
Yes, sir.
just for you, a little bit of numbers
Oh, my.
mixed with one or two letters.
Get a bunch of 5s and H's, huh?
Not quite. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Y.
One,
Yeah.
3,
Cool.
5,
Great.
Z, 2, 4, 6,
Cool. You're getting better.
9, 0, 8, no, 7, 8.
8. I had to give you an 8, you see. I had to give you the 8. Well done. I got a little bit faster there, as you noticed, but you were receiving it so well. I think you can receive a lot better than sending by the sound of it.
Yes,
That's good, though, isn't it?
that's a good thing.
Well, Dan, would you like to receive some
Sure.
numbers, basically? There might be one or two letters in it.
Okay.
Ready? Might be other things in it, like,
Question mark.
yeah. You want to send it back?
One. 9. 2. 9.
Cool, that's good.
3. 70. 7.
Yeah.
4. 9. No.
It is 9.
It is 9 if the contesting.
Yeah.
How about, well, you do hear a lot of
5, 9, 5, 9.
One M. Missing.
2N, well, NN, 5NN. So you hear a lot of that on contests. It confuses me a lot when I hear that.
If you play the game Morse Runner, I don't know if you played that before, but when you have to listen to a number they send you, a lot of times they use N for 9, and they send 0, the letter O for 0 sometimes. So they throw a lot of different conglomerations in there.
And the last set of, and we'll just see how you like this. And I think we've sent this one earlier today. Yes, we did. But see what you think.
5. H. 5. H. 2. Or I.
Aye.
I.
Very good, very good. So, is everyone happy with the way we're doing things and you're learning? It is good to bounce it backwards and forwards and listen to it all the time. We'll send a few more and we'll finish at 8 o'clock if that's okay with everybody. I think everyone's probably going to be burned out a little bit by then. So we'll go back to Matt, and I'm going to choose something. How about some letters? Well, no, these are much easier for you. Ready?
Seven.
8.
8.
Yeah. 802.
9.
2.
2. 7. 7. 8. 5.
Cool, I like that. And try this.
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll have to get a bit more into that one. That's what we're really striving for is the communications, and that's where we'll head. David, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
David. Cool. Cool. You got that as well?
Yes.
Good, good. So it's something we'll do a little bit more of, because that's a good way to bounce things backwards and forwards. Dan, you want to try?
I think you knew from the off the top of your head what my call sign was.
Not off the top of your head. I've got it written down here, though. I have it written down right here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But we can send Tom something over here. You ready, Tom? He's giving me that evil look. Very good, Dan. Are you ready?
Okay. Oop. Oop.
That's it. Cool, very good. So we'll should try and practice our sending our call signs flawlessly, if we can, while for the next week.
When I'm sending my call sign, mine is Dave Anderson trying to get me to change mine, because at the end of it is. Does that sound like I'm sending TIE? I mean, is that?
I think what you've got to concentrate a little bit on is the spacing. So if you listen to, I'll get Matt to send your call sign, and you listen to it, and I'll also send it in a minute as well. But That was very good. So, and if I send it, and of course I'm not going to send it as good as that, but never mind. So it's very important to get the spacing and the length of the T's. Like when you're sending just the D, but if you send the K, watch, then the J. So try sending from the beginning, and it's just. So that was good, except for the 4. That was better, the 4. That's good. So when you're sending it, try and listen to what you're sending, and it was pretty good. So that's good. That's good.
I think you have it pretty fast on your settings. If you want to get slower and you get more familiar with the spacing, and then you can increase the speed. That's what I did. I was at I think 30 or so, and at 4 and H5, the very close letters, which are sounding or the spacing is almost equal, or the letters, the distant R's are equal. I always messed it up, and though I turned it down to 22, 20, something like that, and it's much more easier to train on that speed.
Yes.
That's what I found out.
I'd recommend not going more than 20 words a minute at the moment.
I think that, I think I know how to change the speed on this thing, but it's got this thing here that there's a way to change the speed, but what it is, I'll have to remember. They give you an instruction booklet, but I don't have it with me, so.
Yeah. We might want to slow it down just a little bit, and that'll give you a bit more time to think, and also when you're doing the rhythm part of it, which we're trying to do, it'll give you that little time to think and get the rhythm as well. So once you get the rhythm, and once you get the correct letters and together, then it'll sound perfect. It really will. And to slow it down just a little bit, it'll be easy to come back up in speed. And with David and myself, well, the rhythm and everything and the spacing is all in here with a straight key. But spacing on the key, what we talked about earlier, is important as far as setting the key up is important. Now you've got the gap on the contact set to about the right level, and the spring tension, it sounds a lot better. Then it sounded like you had a hammer before, you know, and now it's not. It's really good. Well, you all did well tonight. Thank you very much indeed for coming. I hope you all going to try and get those who are going to Pigeon Forge tomorrow. Hope you have a safe trip. I hope to see you there, and I appreciate it. Hopefully we can all practice. You've got some nice sheets to practice with, and I'll email out to David the YouTube video, the link.
Da di da di da da di da da di da di da da di da. What do you hear over the air? CQ serenade. So you don't know just what it means. Dust your shoes off, shake out your jeans. Get on your feet, jump to the beat of CQ serenade. CQ has gone and brought us a new